All right. Well, I'm did this because of you people that have pushed me to the brink because you made me watch this movie Sicario by Denis Villeneuve, and I'm done with this guy. So this is going to be a little bit of a rant, just a little bit, not a major one. I don't think this movie is terrible. I just think this movie's mediocre. And it's super 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 overrated. Um I'll read the back. From the director of Prisoners comes this taut, critically acclaimed thriller filled with pulse pounding suspense. Yeah, where was that at? After an idealistic FBI agent, played by Emily Blunt, is recruited by a government task force official, Josh Brolin, he's a CIA spook. To pursue a drug lord, she begins a perilous mission that forces her to question everything she believes and pits her against shadowy consultant Benicio del Toro, his character, with a dangerous agenda. So, yeah, this is a plot that we've seen 100 times. It's derivative of other stories. Uh, Basically, Michael Mann, the entire series Miami Vice from the 80s dealt with this. We've had movies that have had similar CIA idealistic, people up against the system that have done this better, such as the Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford. Both of these have scores by James Horner as opposed to the score in this. Let me do an imitation of the score. Here, let me pause this. All right, are you ready for a Denis Villeneuve score? Here we go. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's so. Denny, how about hiring me to score Dune Part 3? Because that's about as good as you can come up with. It's unbelievable. I know all the haters are gonna hate, and I don't care because you've turned me into a hater. I have no desire to ever watch a Denis Villeneuve film for the rest of my life. I've seen enough of this guy's filmography now to just realize that he is vastly overrated. Emily Blunt's character in this movie is dumb as a box of rocks. Josh Brolin is nothing. He's basically just, you know, leaves her in the dark and doesn't tell her what's going on. And then Benicio del Toro is the Colombian Punisher. The action sequences, they're not very well done. There's one action sequence towards the beginning that everybody's just like blown away by. And I don't get it. Michael Mann did a awesome action sequence in the movie Heat years ago. That's kind of the standard that I hold for action sequences. I just don't think that people that are loving on this guy have seen very many movies. I mean, they're comparing him to, one of the greatest directors of all time, and he's just, I don't get it. I could go through a whole list of movies. I mean, you people just need to watch more movies. That's it. I mean, here's movies that have better action sequences. Harrison Ford's The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals with Tommy Lee Jones. Let's see. Here we go. Here's an underrated film by Ridley Scott. This is Black Rain. I think this is very criminally underrated. It's a great movie. Better than this. Better than this. We've got, as far as classic films, right? Like all-time greatest movies. You guys are putting Denis Villeneuve up there and saying that this dude is like the greatest thing ever. And I could go off some classic movies. Are you going to tell me that anything Denis Villeneuve has made is as better at or as good as On the Waterfront, Kubrick's The Shining, 2001: A Space Odyssey? How about Casablanca? Okay. How about The Godfather? The Godfather Part 2. The Deer Hunter. I mean, this is the category that you're putting this guy in. Now, if the movie's got good cinematography, shot by Roger Deakins, but like Roger Deakins, The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford is a better movie than this. I can even, at least more entertaining wise, right? Tony Scott's Domino is got better action sequences than this film. Okay? As far as, here's Walter Hill. This has got better action sequences. And it's very similar material. So don't sit here and tell me like I don't know what I'm talking about. You people just need to watch more films. If you watched more movies, you'd just realize that this is mediocre at best. That's it. My rant's over. Thank you, all you Denis Villeneuve fanboys, because you've turned me into a Denis Villeneuve hater. This guy is the Stephen King, okay, of film. Overrated.